Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cowboys and the Commanders under the lights on Sunday night.
Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden studios, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that's
who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
It wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the one touchdown pass, but he got the job done, and his team for them to continue on to the championship round, though. He's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this out just shy of the 30. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Prescott now from the 50. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Here's Prescott. That one's taken in by Spears. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Prescott yet again. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Spears. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Prescott to throw on 4th. That is caught, and he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Calvin Austin from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And in the end, a Calvin Austin touchdown grab finished the drive off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat. You can't afford that in the postseason.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Now Daniels. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Robinson up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Working out of the gun, Daniels, and Thomas has it. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Throwing now is Daniels. Flushed out right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels, a 23-yard run. And the Commanders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So this drive spans 7 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? We're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
And that is incomplete.
Quarterback came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action, now it's Daniels. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 70 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Prescott now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 47-yard punt officially, 5 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now a run. It's the rookie from Oklahoma.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Daniels looking to throw.
Thomas has got it. Complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. To the air goes Daniels.
He's got Thomas yet again. Complete.
And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. To throw is Daniels.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again.
And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Here's 2nd and 7.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Prescott to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
2nd and 7.
Now Prescott. Completes it to Austin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now here's a give to Spears. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Give to Robinson on the option. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
In motion goes the tight end.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. Setting up the screen, Harris.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now Thomas will come in motion right.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about to running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise. Able to bat it away.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. Touchdown!
Brian Thomas.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns.
Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now back to throw.
This one finds Austin out right. Now a 2nd and 2.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Here's Prescott.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he'll take this down to the 26. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Down right around the 25. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Prescott off play action. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
And his kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Commanders' offense returning to the field.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
2nd down and 3.
Looking to throw. Daniels throwing middle, and it's complete. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 18. A good pickup there at 22.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Daniels.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Finding Harris over the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. DeAndre Swift, a touchdown run in the victory. We were treated to a fine performance in the first half from the Heisman Trophy winner, Jaden Daniels. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing now is Daniels.
He gets it complete to Harris. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down. Back to throw. Daniels.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 39. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the Cowboys 39-yard line.
Daniels looking to throw.
Looking left side, and it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Looking to throw. Daniels. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. To the air goes Daniels. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Jaden Daniels
keeping it himself from 7 yards out.
And the Commanders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Across the formation, he hits Austin.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And this will be taken at the 13. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Washington offense back out there. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
To throw is Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a 1st down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
At the Cowboys' 49-yard line.
Here's Daniels.
He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Brian Thomas.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders are able to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Prescott down.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jermaine Johnson
able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's caught left side by Hardman. A gain of 3 left. last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Robinson with another carry.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando.
It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. On second down, here's the option.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Prescott from the gun. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at their 48-yard line.
Prescott.
Going right back to Ferguson.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on a passing play.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it. Points.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. Defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion.
Robinson again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Robinson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Bates' kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Completes it to Austin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Prescott to throw it.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Throwing. Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10.
At the 46. Now Prescott. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Over the middle, it's complete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And they're going to get him. They bring him down the sack back at the 16-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
63 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The Commanders are moving on as we say goodnight, everybody.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.